Salinas Public Library. I'm Miss Leslie, and I am here today to share a little bit of a song, a little bit of story, and a whole lot of fun. Let's begin by singing our welcome song. We're going to use some sign language signs. We're going to use the sign for more, pinch your hands together and tap them, more, and we're going to do the sign for together. Fists are together and you move them in a horizontal circle. Let's get tricky and add in a couple more signs. We're going to do the song for my and your, and they're both done the same way with a flat hand. When you want to say my or mine, bring it to yourself. When you want to say your, point it to the other person, or if it's a bunch of people, move it around to show a plural your. The other sign we're going to add in is kind of the hardest one. Stick up your two index fingers, and then we're going to turn them so one is on top of the other, and just like these people are friends, we're going to have them hug, and then switch and hug. So you take your index fingers and pretend they're the friends, give them a hug and a hug. Let's see if we can add all of those signs into our song. Here we go. The more we get together, 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 the more we get together, the happier we'll be. 'Cause my friends are your friends and your friends are my friends. The more we get together, the happier we'll be. That was a lot of signs, wasn't it? Well, I'm sure that if you practice it, that those will become a lot more easy for you. But now that we've had our song, let's start with our story. I don't have a book for this story. I'm going to tell it using just words, and then there will be some pictures up on your screen. Are you ready? This is a fairy tale, so it's going to start with the words, once upon a time. Once upon a time, there was a family of pigs. There was a mama pig, and she had 3 little pigs. 1, 2, 3. Well, those little pigs were growing up, so it was time that they left their mama's house and went to make their own house. So off the 3 brother pigs went, walking along the road and thinking about where they could live. Well, before you know it, a man came along selling some straw. Well, pig number 1 saw that straw and he thought, I will build a house of straw. So he got the straw from the man selling it and he went off to a nice spot in the woods and he very quickly tossed the straw all together and set up a house for himself. Well, that house wasn't very strong, but it was easy and quick to make, and that's kind of what the little pig wanted. He wanted to get his work done with and have time to play. Once that house was up, the little pig just went and danced a little piggy pig jig. Do, 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 do. Well, while he was dancing, a wolf started sniffing the air. Wolves like to eat piggies. Oh! And when he sniffed the air, oh, that big, bad wolf smelled a pig. So the wolf followed that scent until he came right to the door of the pig straw house. Now, luckily, the pig had gone back inside and shut the door, so he thought he was pretty safe in there. Well, here comes the big bad wolf, and he yelled through the door, little pig, let me in. And the piggy said, not by the hair of my chinny chin chin. Well, the wolf was pretty strong, so he decided that he was going to get this piggy. So he huffed, and he puffed, and he blew the house in. The straw flew everywhere, and the little piggy ran out the door, and he ran and he ran and he ran and he ran until he came to the place where his brother had built a house. Now, brother number 2 didn't build a house out of straw. He wanted something a little bit better than that, a little bit stronger. And when he came upon a man selling sticks, he thought, aha! I will build my house out of sticks. So he bought the sticks, he found himself a nice place to build his house, and he very quickly built his house of sticks, and ta-da! There it was. It didn't take him very long, and that's the way he wanted it. He didn't really want to do too much work to get that house ready. He wanted time to dance and have fun. So he finished his house and he did a little dance and a jig with a little owl, little pig. Dance, 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 dance. And he liked his house and he went right inside to enjoy his time in his house. But guess what? The big bad wolf was pretty upset that he hadn't caught the first pig that he smelled. And now he knew that the first little pig had joined his brother in house number 2. It was a double pig treat. The wolf sniffed the air and he knew that there were piggies in that house. So the big bad wolf came up to the house and he said, little pigs, let me in. And the pigs were on the other side of the door and they were all worried. Oh, not by the hair of our chinny chin chins. Well, that is not what the wolf wanted to hear. So he decided he was going to get those pigs. He huffed and he puffed and he blew the house down. The 2 little pigs ran out the back door and they ran 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 until they arrived at the house of the 3rd little pig brother. Now, the 3rd little pig brother, he was a good, hard worker. He didn't want to build his house out of straw. He didn't want to build his house out of hay or sticks. He needed something that would be strong. So he bought some bricks from somebody that was selling bricks on the road. He took all of those bricks home and he worked and he worked and he built and he built and he worked and he worked and he built and he built and he worked and he built and he worked and he built, and it took him a very long time. But he did not stop for fun. He did not stop to dance a pig jig. He kept working until his house was finished. And it was a beautiful, strong house made out of bricks. Well, remember pig 1 and pig 2? They came running to join their brother in his nice, strong house. They came in the door and they told their brother, oh, you have to watch out for the wolf. He's been after us. He's going to come and blow your house down too. So all 3 of the pigs went inside that brick house and they shut that door and they waited. And very soon here came the big bad wolf. And the big bad wolf came up to the door and he said, little pigs, let me in. And the pigs stood on the other side of the door and they said, not by the hair of our chinny chin chin. So the wolf huffed and he puffed and he blew. But the house still stood because it was strong. Well, the wolf thought, I'm strong too. So he tried again. He huffed and he puffed and he blew. But the house stayed strong. Thought the wolf, how am I going to get those pigs? Well, the wolf actually came up with a pretty good idea. He knew that he couldn't blow the house down, but he could climb up the house and he could go down the chimney and land in the house, and then he could catch those pigs. So that's what the wolf did. He climbed and he climbed and he climbed and he got to the top and he looked down and he thought that the pigs didn't know what he was doing. But the pigs saw what the wolf was up to. They saw that he was going to come down their chimney and they came up with their own idea. They brought a big pot and put it in the fireplace right where the chimney would land into. and they lit the fire underneath it and got ready to make a little wolf soup. Well, the wolf came down the chimney and he landed in the hot water and he said, "Ow!" And the wolf jumped up and he went running out the door and he never bothered those piggies again. The end. Ha ha! Have you heard that story before? It's called The Three Little Pigs, which makes sense because there were 1, 2, 3 little pigs. Well, that was our story about 3 pigs. Now we're going to sing a song about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 pigs. 5 pigs so squeaky clean, cleanest you've ever seen, wanted to go outside and play. Oink, oink. One jumped into the mud, landed with a great big thud. Now there are 4 clean squeaky pigs. Oink, oink. We had 5 clean pigs, but one of them got dirty. How many are still clean? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 pigs so squeaky clean, cleanest you've ever seen, wanted to go outside and play. Oink, oink. One jumped into the mud, landed with a great big thud. Now there are 3 clean squeaky pigs. Oink, oink. We've got 2 dirty pigs. How many are left that are still clean? 1, 2, 3. 3 pigs so squeaky clean, cleanest you've ever seen, wanted to go outside and play. Oink, oink. One jumped into the mud, landed with a great big thud. Now there are 2 clean squeaky pigs. Oink, oink. We've got 1, 2, 3 dirty pigs. How many clean ones are left? 1, 2. 2 pigs so squeaky clean, cleanest you've ever seen, wanted to go outside and play. Oink, oink. One jumped into the mud, landed with a great big thud. Now there's just 1 clean squeaky pig. Oink, oink. We've got lots of dirty pigs, don't we? We have 1, 2, 3, 4 dirty pigs, but only 1 squeaky clean one. Just 1 left. 1 pig so squeaky clean, cleanest you've ever seen, wanted to go outside and play. Oink, oink. He jumped into the mud, landed with a great big thud. Now there are no more clean pigs. No more. There are no more clean pigs. They're all dirty and rolling in the mud. Rolling, rolling, rolling. Piggies are rolling, rolling in the mud. Yeah, yeah. Woo! That was my little made-up piggy rolling song. Do you want to roll around and pretend that you're a piggy in the mud? Do you know why they do that? They actually roll around in the mud to help cool them down. When it's hot outside, like it's been this week, that's how pigs cool down. They can't go inside where there might be cooler temperatures. They can't go to air conditioning or a fan, so they roll around in the mud. But they get a little dirty doing it. Yeah. Well, that's my story and my song for today. Let's finish up by doing our song that thanks everybody for singing along and being together with us. We're going to use our signs again, so if you remember, try to use them here. I'm glad we were together, together, together. I'm glad we were together, together today. Stories and songs are lots of fun. I'm glad we were together. Take care, everyone. Take care, everybody. See you again soon with more Tuesday Tales, Tuesday Tunes, and Friday Fun. Bye-bye.